Hi all, how are you going? Welcome again with me, Redski, on another round of extreme righteous readings. Just getting up for the day and of course working on my first coffee. The bus is about to come to pick up the twins. Unfortunately, Lincoln has a bit of a gag cough today, so he won't be attending. But we, as soon as that happens, are going to hit this and continue with Capricorn's part 2, the singles love reading for the month. So, sorry, I just got a message then. I was like, what? Man, say what? You talk about? It's going to be one of them honest, but that's okay. We're going to roll with it. So, as I was saying, this Capricorn singles love reading for the month of January 2022. Capricorns. So for this one, beautiful beings, we'll be looking at 6 different aspects of the single Capricorn's life, such as work, ambitions, friendship, love, family, and health. We'll then clarify these placements to get another layer deep. And you know what? We might even chuck in some inspirational messages at the end. So always stay tuned to the very end. Also, don't forget to check out your part 1 Capricorn reading. That is the main monthly. That is the bread and butter of the channel. And you'll also find out some cool facts about Capricorn at the very, very end. Yeah, I've been reading this cheats card thing with about the star signs. It's crazy. Okay, so a few children less now. So as I was saying, we're doing the part 2 Capricorn reading now. Part 2. This is a love reading. So Venus placements here are highly prevalent, but it is the singles reading. We're not just looking at love here today, guys. We're looking at 6 different aspects of your life, so we can work out some lovely information as to how we go about January 22. Now the part 3, which will be made after this, once I get this one done, we will be looking at the couples reading. So that's someone that is in a long-term relationship or in a relationship, okay? So, sorry, I look a tragic mess today, guys. I'm so sorry. I've literally just woken up. I forgot to set my alarm. It's school holiday, so I wanted a bit of a lay-in like I did yesterday to 1:45 in the afternoon, because I've never done that. I never do that. And I woke up at 8 o'clock to... Shit, my alarm didn't go off. Shit, I've got 28 minutes to the dot to get 3 children on a bus that's about to pull up in my driveway and start beeping frantically. Like something out of Hell's Bells, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I am nothing but flexible and multitasking to the fullest. So let's hit these cards and find out what's coming for the Cappy singles. Ready to mingle, single as a Pringle. Let's hit it. All right, Capricorn singles. Let's hit this bad boy, bad bitch of a reading and find out what is coming in for my Capricorn singles. Venus, Sun, Moon, and rising of that sign, placements of that sign. We love a Capricorn. We do love a Capricorn. I must admit, in my lifetime, I've actually not met in person that many Capricorns, to be honest. I was so surprised when I got into astrology, like quite some years back, and found out that I was a Capricorn rising and I understood the whole, you know, concept of rising placements and, you know, moon placements and all the rest of it. You know, we go so much by our sun sign. When we delve into the world of astrology, it really does fucking open your mind up, really, to... We are just such a small blip in the universe. You know what I mean? So, with all that being said, like, that's all great, Red. Can we get on with the singles reading? Sorry, guys. I'm in a weird headspace the last few days. I haven't even done Pisces yet, so I can't wait for that. Capricorn, singles, ready to mingle. Wow, that's the exact same cards that just flung over. That Death in Reverse and 10 of Pentacles is destined for you. I'm just going to put... Oh, God, I could have stuck that card up there. But, you know, we'll go with that because that's what Spirit says. Must control my cheek today, I must admit. I feel very, very, yeah, we'll just call it tongue-in-cheek today, all right? Very cheeky. As my 2-year-old writer says, you so cheeky. Yes. Now, work. Work what you do for a crust for January 2022. So a Scorpio coming through here with the Death card. It is inverted, however, though. So, guys, this is really, really telling me that there is a real sense of a lack of transformation or change here. So we're plodding along doing the same stuff that we were doing. There's not massive changes here that I can see in work, which may actually be a good thing for you. You may have just found a job. You may have just be starting to solidify a position in a job. Or you may have just gone into another area of work in a department that you may not be unfamiliar with, or it's just in like another branch of a company that you've worked a long time in. No matter how it attains to you, I'm not going to go through the 101 options, okay? Because I've already raven on about a lot of crap today. I feel that it's going to be much continuation of what you're doing now. For January at least anyway. We're going to clarify, so we will get another layer deep. But at this present time, I feel it's very much, let's plod along, let's continue the way. Let's continue with the current, which has already come our way. Then we get to your ambitions, and the card that comes in here is beautiful. It's perfect for this placement. I love this. Your ambitions is a beautiful 10 of Pentacles. Happy home, joy, contentment, but most importantly, this is security, guys. This is being totally secure in your monetary, totally secure in your housing, and totally secure with your family, with good honor, esteem, respect. This is much respect that comes with this card. A lot of people blush over that fact, but this is all about security, the home, family, ancestral lines, and respect. This is acceptance in some ways as well. That yes, you made it. Yes, you did it. Off your own back. When that 9 of Pentacles turns to that 10, it goes from all on own to all for all. Now, friendships. 3 of Swords. Sorrow, dispersion, heartbreak, pain. I'm seeing for friendship and friendship connections for Capricorn that there is going to be some severance. And it's going to hurt. There's going to be pain to heartbreak amongst this friendships. You may get backstabbed, or you may just end up just completely heartbroken. Love connections for my beautiful single caps. 3 of Wands. We are waiting for these ships to come in. We are waiting for a special someone, I feel. You have an idea. If you're not waiting on that special someone, you're just waiting for someone in general. You haven't met them yet, but you know there's someone out there for you, and you're waiting for their ship to come in. You're waiting for this offering, this payoff. I feel that you've gone through this stage of, I've waited, sat pretty, and I've waited a very, very long time. Because I believe there is someone out there for me, and one day we will cross paths. You're still holding true to that belief. But I want to say you are getting a little impatient. And you are starting to wonder, will this person ever cross my path? Will I ever meet my other half? Will I ever have someone to actually spend my life with? Or do I need to start accepting that it's just me? I feel for you guys, if that's the mind frame process that you're going through. It's something that we all do go through at some point in life, I feel. Especially after being alone for a set amount of time. You do start to wonder if you can ever broach that gap and get back out there again, or whether you would even want to. So I do understand that. Family connections. A lot of communication with family in January, you know, real lines of communication. The 8 of Wands. A lot of love, you know, messages, telling parents, family, friends, not friends actually, no, we'll not be telling friends, fuck all, because of the 3 of Swords. But we will be telling family and family connections, sorry, I was trying to say like cousins, you know, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, be that as it may, whatever that attains to for you, for family. Or even your own children if they're abroad, especially. There'll be lots of messages of communication, of loving sentiment was what I was trying to get out there, but got roped around the wrap of it. Communication, hot communication back and forth. You know, this is a flurry of communication. In fact, this is you know, this is lots of haste back and forth. Health, for health Capricorn singles, we have the 6 of Wands reversed. Don't expect any accolades from the crowd especially, or people around you in regards to your health. They don't give a shit, to be honest. No one's paying any attention to your health right now. You should be, would be my my piece of token of wording. Get real with health. The Six of Wands reversed to me. No one's given much attention to health for Capricorn singles right now. Coming off the back of Christmas and the New Year, there's a lot of abundance there. You know, if you're a drinker, a lot of drink to be drank there. If you're a smoker, there's a lot of smoke to be smoked there. If you're of other activities, you know, there's a lot going on in Christmas and New Year. People partying hard, you know. I'm not going to get into all that shit. I'm a loser and a loser. But the point is, there's a lot of abundance going on. People go to excess, you know what I mean? Time to get real with health. Maybe you haven't had a health checkup for a while. Maybe it's something to do with dental. You know, maybe you need to go, you know, just time to tick the boxes. If you're a woman, okay, this is going to gross a lot of people out, but I've got to say it, okay. If you're a woman and you haven't had a lady test done for a while, a smear, I would suggest going and doing that as well, you know, because no one's paying any attention to your health right now. No one. So I've got to say, if you're a female, if you haven't had one in the set amount of years that they do ask for one, please go have one. A new year, tick that box. Had my pap, tick that box. Okay, I know that's not a nice, you know, thing to talk about, but you know, we gotta. This is a raw reading. It's a righteous reading. So go below. All right, so here we go. Let's clarify. All right, Cappies, let's clarify this badass reading for January 2022 for Capricorn. Let's clarify this reading. Please, spirits and guides, with clear and precise clarification, because I like it like that. All right, so for work, my darlings, we did have the Death card inverted. Spirits and guides, can we please clarify? The work card for Capricorn, the Death in reverse. Please clarify this energy. With the Moon, Piscean energy, 2 majors as well coming out in work. For ambitions for Capricorn January, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Can we please clarify this energy of the 10 of Pentacles? Clarify the 10 of Pentacles. I've got to admit, I've just got to say this as a side note. I love the Moon in this deck. See the dog on there? It's like a greyhound with 3 heads. Reminds me so much of my beautiful Whippet Rusties that passed away last year on the 8th of the 8th. I just had to say that. Because yesterday's readings, I actually did love in memory of another fur baby. It just hit a note. Friendships, we had the 3 of Swords. And that's clarified with the 8 of Wands. Wow, okay. For love, we did have that 3 of Wands. Let's clarify this energy now. With that 3 of Wands, why for love, single Cappies, is it the 3 of Wands? Clarify this 3 of Wands. 10 of Swords. Ah, guys. All right. Family connections. We have the 8 of Wands coming through there. Let's clarify this energy for family, the 8 of Wands. It's Capricorn's January with family, the 8 of Wands. Clarify the 8 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles reverse. And finally, we had that health card of the 6 of Wands reverse. Let's clarify this energy. Ooh, and yes, we can. With the Knight of Pentacles reverse. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Swords. The initial bottom of the deck was the Queen of Swords. All right, okay. Interesting. So for work, we have 2 majors coming through here, Scorpio and Piscean energy here, with the Death card reverse and the Moon. Now, guys, for work, this is something else. So for work, you are continuing with what you're doing. There's no massive change here, I want to say. But you are, however, going into an unknown place here. You're going into the shadows. You're going into the darklands. Better take a torch. No, that's not going to help you, to be honest. You're going into a space, a work space, or a work... You're getting gifted a job, perhaps, that you're not familiar with. In fact, it is way out of your sphere. It's not that you don't have the credentials for it necessarily. It's not that you can't do it. It's just it's something that you have never attempted before. Maybe a little daunting. I feel you're taking control of the reins though. I feel like you've got the dog by all 3 heads here. I've got to say, I've got a funny feeling that something to do with work. It's got to do with the moon cycles as well. I haven't looked at the placements for January yet. I've got to admit, I'm a little slow on my uptake. I usually do check the moon placements before I do my monthly readings. But I've been so banged out getting all these reading done for you. I haven't looked at moon placements at all for even December, to be honest. So this could be attainment to that. So please look into the full moon, quarters of the moon placements for January, because that may attain to something when this is sort of coming in for you, and this is going to actually activate. But up to that point, I feel that it's going to be the continuance with the same old. But as we travel through January, there is going to be, whoa, that sensation that you've just dropped into another planet, that you've just, you've opened the veil of what the is this kind of situation. There is going to be an opening of unknown. And you're going to really need a lot of influence here to really understand what's what. She's even got her beautiful 3 heads on in this deck. Love that. Very Hecate. Now, next position, which is ambitions. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. Your ambitions are pretty solid, my friends. You want it all. The money, the material, the attainable. But most of all, you want the security that comes with that. You want the home. You want the ancestral bonds. To you, that is the most important thing, Capricorn. And I don't need to be a Capricorn rising to know that. You are very family-assisted people. You're very methodical, predictable in some ways, plodding away in your independent state. But we're also being very reminiscent. Our ambitions are that of having it all and being reminiscent and thankful for the things that we've gone through. Being thankful to our parents, for everything they gave to us or couldn't give to us. There's a lot of respect there through ancestral lines, I feel, and a lot of memory, nostalgic energy around family, but also around security, I want to say. Real on that security bandwagon, I feel, for this month. Friendship connections are going through some struggles, I feel, or some issues. 3 of Swords, 8 of Wands. So friendship connections, there is some sort of heartbreak here. Now, whether this is between you and your friend is heartbreaking, or whether you get some news, because the 8 of Wands is swift haste communication, about a friend who is going through heartbreak right now, separation, a divorce, or something really bad. I hate putting news like this out here, but I'm going to have to do it. Now, for some of you, I'm afraid that a friend is going to tell you that someone has actually passed away. I fucking hate giving news like that, but I have to tell you. I feel that a friend, for some of you, this is an attainment to the fact that they've had some heartbreak, and you're really going to need to fill communicational gaps here for them at this time. Make sure they're safe. Make sure they're coping. Make sure they're not going to do anything crazy. Okay, make sure that they're in a healthy mental health. I've got to put this out there, guys. This is very important. If you know a friend during January that's going through the thick of it, that's going through some sort of loss, a breakdown of a marriage, a death of sorts, or is going through a bit of depression, I want to say as well, or mental health issues, please, for God's sakes, open up them lines of communication. Even if it's just something as once a day, sending a text in the morning or of a night, are you okay? Can I help in any way? Just please, okay? For the rest of you, this is a sign that, you have had a heartbreak in this friendship connection. But there is mending happening here. There is communication coming back and forth now. We are trying to make haste here to move away or to try to understand this heartbreak through communication, okay? Love. Love for single cappies. 3 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Okay, so this is looking pretty desolate now. So for love, you have been waiting a long time. But you've gotten to the point now of, 10 of Swords, you're getting quite pained by it. Maybe in the past you felt very backstabbed by love, or by people that you've put a lot of trust and investment into outside of, your family that's gifted to you, people that you make choices to trust, I should say. I also want to say that at this current point, all you can do is wait for love. You cannot give or do much more than that, because you are in a state of flat outness, of kind of ruinous. You can't gift or give any more to it at the moment than just sitting at the dock waiting for a ship to come in that might be an offering that you might want to give a little bit of haste to. But I feel in January it's just more about waiting, healing from past trauma or from current issues that you may have with yourself. You may have some self-image issues. You may have some stuff inside, personal stuff inside that you don't like about yourself, or things that you need to heal about yourself, okay? I'm not going to get too deep in that. But I do feel that this is needing some self-love here. It's time for self-love. Family, we did have that 8 of Wands, and this is backed by the 2 of Pentacles, reversed. So with family connections, single Cappies, I do feel that there is massive lines of communication, lots of haste, back and forth, lots of tokens of sentiment here. But we are feeling in the family there is a lack of agility here. I feel like you're the one that's opened up these lines of communication. You're the one doing all the work. You're the one being very agile and putting this at the forefront of your to-do list. I'm not feeling that maybe family is meeting you halfway here. You might be feeling a little bit shortchanged. I'm feeling like you're thinking that they're lacking in agility here. And they're not really giving you equal balance, like a seesaw back and forth. It's sort of gone on top of one way up, and you're the one, trying to force it down, and they're just sitting there going, nah, I'm not going to lift my legs. You can just try to get me up, kind of thing. Bad analogy. I'm shitty at the analogies, guys, but, I try. So, you got to give me pep for that. So, health, last position now. We have the 6 of Wands reversed, and this is backed by the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Wow, it's so much quieter doing my readings today than what it was yesterday. 6 of Wands reversed for health. Okay, so you're not going to get any accolades from the crowd here. People are not going to remind you about your health issues and or things that you need to do. It's up to you, guys. The Knight of Pentacles reversed is telling me that you've gone completely stagnant, in a state of Rita here. You're not doing anything in regards to this. Please. It's a new year, new start. It's not very often that you have to go get a health check, do it. And if you are a female, I cannot stress enough about what I said before. Bottom of the decks, underlying energies, we did have the Queen of Swords initially and the 5 of Swords next. Now there's been quite a few ones, but more importantly, underneath them two, check this out. King of Swords reversed underneath the other swords. Now, I'm going to say this. There's a lot of swords going on up in here. That's what I was about to say. And you've got kings of both sides. I'm thinking you might have some options of 2 very similar people, but one is very forthcoming, acceptable, understanding, and one might be quite malicious. Now, Queen of Swords being very narrow-minded in some ways, being very direct, knowing what you want, not settling for anything else, and you've got a big badass sword that you want to whip out at any time and go on guard only. Okay, you ain't mincing no words. Anyone's going to piss you off, they're going to get the razor tongue. Okay, they're going to get cut down. They're going to lose a few feet. Trust me. Don't take on a Cappy during January. Don't take on a Cappy any day, actually, to be quite honest. That's my best advice for you guys. 5 of Swords. Okay, so 5s are always out of conflict and of life making in a way. They're always of conflict, they're always of issue, they're always of, pain in the ass kind of situation. But that of Swords is that of conquest or defeat. You are either going to win and be victorious, or you are going to lose and you will be dejected. This card never depicts which of the groupings you are in its upright position. It just depicts that you will fall on one side of the sword. Victorious, dejected. But either way you are. Not mincing your words about anything, Capricorn. You're saying it like it is. People might think you're being a little bit razor-tongued or a little bit kind of vicious with your tongue, with your attitude, with your intellectual communication. Fuck it, is what I'm going to say, because you're being direct. You're not having any ill will or intent with what you're saying. It's just your directness. Look, tea and shade, babe, tea and shade. So let's get some additionals for my Cappy singles now, because I like it. But the Capricorn singles for January 2022. Capricorn singles for January 2022. God, I'm having a day. Trying to cut back smoking. It's killing me. Capricorn singles. Oh, and look, just like that, we have Saman in the Death card. So there is definite transformation here happening. Or we're waiting for the transformation to happen. I feel like there is going to be transformation in a couple areas of your life. It's just not happening during January. It's like the seed is just starting to burn underneath the surface. It hasn't started to spark yet. Scrying mirror, shadow. So yeah, scrying mirror, shadow work. I feel like you've gone through some shadow work, honestly, Capricorn, and this is the result of it. I don't think you're going through shadow work now. I think you've already done the work, to be honest. Fire, passion. All right, so look at this. So we've got the death. We have the mirror, the scrying, shadow work, and we have the passion for fire. So we have the death, the shadow, and the passion. I feel that you have made changes here, made transformations. And you've done the shadow work. Now we want the passion, I feel. It's like a staged process. We've done this box, we've done this box, we're hitting this box. I feel like you're just waiting on the cherry on the cake kind of thing now. It's like I've done the work. What I haven't done yet, I'm doing now. I just want someone to share life with, like my other half or a companion of sorts that's reliable and that... You know, there's something here that you want. For some of you, it could be a child, I'm going to say as well, like an extra addition to your own family. If you don't have children, if you haven't given up on that hope yet, which I hope you haven't, because children are amazing. And I think everyone should have the chance to enjoy that. So let's get an additional for January Capricorn now. For January Capricorn now.
You find the ice and you...
Hang on a sec. For Capricorn singles, looking for some ice, I don't know. Gossip dims your glow. Speaking poorly about others tarnishes your energy and your reputation. So avoid... Let's wait for him to move that chair. Okay. Speaking poorly about others tarnishes your energy and your reputation, so avoid bonding over complaints and feeling superior. Human beings weren't designed to be perfect, and that includes you. Instead, raise your vibration by engaging in positive communication. Celebrate what does work and who is awesome. The more you do this, the more radiant you will become. So don't get caught up in bitchiness, gossip, slanderous behaviour, okay, because it will never fare well for you. And that could be that moon card in work as well. Maybe you're getting told a lot of stuff and you're getting a bit confused about who's trustworthy, who's not. Don't listen to the slander. Slander will never help you. Say you're sorry. Are you carrying around regret? Is there a relationship that needs healing? This would be your friendship card. But you just don't know what to say. Give your pride a rest and simply start with, I'm sorry. Take responsibility and acknowledge your role in the situation. Apologize for them and for you, and then let go and be very proud of yourself. Making amends isn't easy, but it's a huge leap forward on your spiritual path. So bravo. And I agree with that. Look, we all make mistakes. But it takes someone with real qualities of genuinity and honesty and shows of good stuff being made of when you can admit when you're wrong, but even more so when you can apologize for it. Not too many people in this world will even admit when they're wrong, let alone actually make amends for it. Thank you so much, Capricorn singles, for joining me, Redski, on another round of righteous readings. I will work on your part 3 right after a cup of coffee. Okay, my darlings? So make sure you check that out if you're in a coupled situation. Thank you again for joining me, Redski, Righteous Readings. And don't forget, Like, share, subscribe. When I hit 100 subscribers, which I'm only 20 off now, we will be doing a competition, and I would love to be able to hit that number before this year's out so I can start the year with a bang. Now, this prize is something that no one is going to want to miss out on. It is a tarot deck that is no longer in publication. It's one of my most nearest and dearest decks, and it is worth quite a bit in its current state. So if you want to know more about this, give me a hand. Help me reach 100 subscribers so we can do this giveaway. I'm waiting patiently to see that number. The moment I do, a video will be uploaded explaining it all to you. I hope we can get there soon because I have been very patiently waiting for quite some time now. So thank you all. Light and love to all, and I'll see you on the next round with me, Redski, on Righteous Readings. Bye, y'all.